Hey y'all, I'm here. I'm coming in. I'm coming in swinging. I got big old bats. I got 5 big old bats, and I'm swinging them all. I'm testing out to see which bat's the best bat. You know how they do? How they come onto the field and they'll have like 8 bats in their hands, and they'll swing all 8 bats at once, like as if that's gonna fucking show how it feels to swing one bat. And then as they swing the 8 bats at once, they're like letting go like 6 or 7 of them just at random times because they can feel in their hands. They're like, nah, these aren't good. So there's just bats flying off to the sides of them. There's like 6 or 7 bats just flying off and hitting other people. And then they've got the one bat left over that they're swinging around. They're like, yeah, this is the good bat. It's like, how the fuck did you tell which bat was the good bat when you're just swinging around a shit ton of bats, like all willy-nilly, in the same hands? Like, how the fuck is that supposed to get you? Never mind. But yeah, I'm coming in swinging like I've got arms full of bats. Not like bats from like not like bats from like a, you know, like flying bats. I mean, I'm coming in swinging some, you know, like baseball bats or something. You get me. You feel me. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better today. Feeling good for this stream. Kind of dropped the other one impromptu, but that's all good. That doesn't matter. We big chillin' today. But we're gonna get started in a little bit. I'm just getting everything set up still, and looking for our mystery item. We have an item that has gone missing. It has decided to drop off the face of the earth, and I am hunting it down. The only way a woman can. By hiking up her dungarees and looking deep down deep in the mess that is my floor. Yep, I don't see anything. That's because I didn't even look. But oh, come on, I gotta have some there down here. Let's see. Ugh. Nope. Nah, I just see boxes upon boxes. Stuff that ain't gonna help us. Well, let's get all hunkered down for today, shall we? It's a little warm in here. I'm gonna take off my jacket before we even start. Alright. I'm glad to hear you're pogging. Ooh. We getting ready ourselves over here. We're pogging into the unknown. We're pogging like no one's pogged before, you feel? We hit like 3 judo spin moves on the way in here. If unemployment benefits you wish to see, you must first solve these riddles 3. What's the hero request Sophie Bucks option? Let me check what you're talking about. Oh, you get to choose which hero I play with. So that's when I'm like playing a video game. There's a couple that are set for like when I'm playing video games. Those are kind of confusing, I guess, if you don't understand what those are. But yeah, those are set for video games. But I guess you could like make me play. You could make me be a different person. I'll be a different person. I'll totally be a different person. I'll be like, if you want, I'll do like I'll do a different accent, yeah. I could just be something else. I don't really care. It'll just be something fucking else. You know? If that's what you want to pay for, I could be a different kind of hero. This is the kind of hero you want to be a part of, yeah? This kind of hero you want to be. You want to hear. You want this to be the person that you watch in the streets, yeah? Yeah, is it what you're all about? Because I don't understand. I couldn't understand, I guess. I don't know. Some funky shoes. I got some. I'm looking at a picture of some wingtips this non-binary is wearing. They have like some iridescent covers on them. They're ridiculous, mate. They're ridiculous. They have some iridescent covers. They put the iridescent covers on a wingtip. You know, I understand putting iridescent covers on a pair of Dockers or putting iridescent covers on a pair of, you know, like Doc Martens or pair of, what am I thinking of? They're punk shoe. They're like, they got like 30-inch fucking thick legs on them. What am I thinking of? Stompers? What are they called? The punk stompers? I don't know. All right, I'll be there in a sec. Just let me rechange my. I'm getting a little cold now that I took my fucking jacket off. So I'm gonna put on a shirt. You know how it is. You take off the thick layer, and then you're left with a thin layer. And now you're like, shit, I actually needed something a little smaller than the thick layer. So now you put on like a medium layer to weigh out the thick and the thin layers. You know how social anxiety through the way you clothe your body happens. Yeah, you understand that, right? Social anxiety through the way you clothe your body. You're all familiar with this concept, with this aspect. Yeah, you heard about this? You seen this? You heard about this? Yeah, you heard about this? You heard about this concept? This idea that you're really uncomfortable unless you put on certain layers of clothing? You heard about this? You seen this? Well, it's a real thing, I can tell you. And no, I don't even need to bring a guest on to explain it to you. I'm just gonna fucking do it for you. So don't do shit. Alright, we're just about ready to start here. Just gonna take a rip of my pen. If you got it, boys, smoke them up. The thing I really like about my document camera is it rarely picks up the smoke as much as the webcam did. The webcam picked up the smoke so heavy. And this, it like tries to counterbalance it and like defocus on it, or focus on something else, I guess. Alright, yeah. We're gonna get started now. So let me fix this up. Hello. Welcome back. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I had an interesting day. It's like not much has happened yet, so that's why it's interesting. So today, what we're gonna be working on is basing these bad little bitches over here. Hold on, this song's overpowering me. And then we have a couple others off to the side that we're gonna be working on. We've got Octavius right here. Octavian, whatever the fuck, doesn't matter. We've got Drip. I mean, we always have Drip. That's his name. We have Script Doctor. And then we have Skull, or Bones, which is what we started calling him on the last stream. So we're going to be basing these guys today. Excuse me. So the first step for that is to... I'm actually going to... Here, let's do this. And then right here I have a headlamp. So we don't even do anything with the lighting yet. Hey Kate, how you doing? How's it going? I just started. I wish we could hang out today. I really miss you. Me and Emmett and Tori were supposed to hang out today, but Tori wasn't feeling so good, so they took a rain check. But if you want to hang out at all, I'm not doing anything besides this today. So, I'd love to see you. Is my cam okay? Yeah, my cam's fine. Alright. So the first step that we're going to take with all these is we need to basically debase them, which isn't that hard at all. It's not that bad. Let me zoom in for this. Yeah, do you want to talk about it? You can text me if you want. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that it's been such a rough time for you, though. If you want to give specific details, I don't mind. I won't share any. I'll just read them. I know I had a low couple of days a little bit ago. Now I'm literally finally starting to come out of my funk that I was in. Alright. Yeah, I feel you. I know when I was going through it, I didn't really want to talk about it when it was happening because it just kind of felt like that. And then I realized that, like, until I talked about it, it wouldn't get off my mind. So I, like, talked about a couple of things to a couple of people. Like, when I talked to you guys, it was less of, like, me trying to get off my mind and me trying to, like, clear my chest, or get off my chest, because I thought you guys, like, I didn't want you guys to get any misconceptions or, like, feel bad at all about, like, us watching that movie or literally anything like that. So I just wanted to, like, clear the air. But I had, like, already talked with John about it a little bit. So what I do for these models is I have to put their legs on so that way I can get, like, a really good feel for how the figure is going to be balanced. What I mean by that is the balance is, like, ooh, my exposure is really bad. I need to figure out a way to get rid of this exposure up here and keep the exposure down here. If y'all could help me out with that, that would be a big plus for me. I know that helps. But one thing I do to get the balance is I put just a little bit of glue on their feet, and then I really, really get it straight by putting it on flat and, like, working it to the area I want to. And it'll get a little off-centered, as you can kind of see, but that doesn't really matter because we're going to take it off anyway. And this also helps me remember how much space this rock's going to take up, because I'm actually going to cut it off of the foot in a little bit here, and then I'm going to attach it where we want to be planting the foot down. But that's a whole nother step that we're going to go through. So the first step is fully removing everyone from their bases and then putting their bases back onto their stands as so. I'm going to turn the lighting up. I know it gets a little overexposed. I'm sorry about that. I just need the lighting because it's really hard for me to see. I know my face looks so bad right now. I just look like a fucking... I look so bright. But I'm sorry about that. I don't know... I honestly don't have anything I could really do about it at this point. So I'm very sorry about that. But maybe wear some makeup. That's what I need to do. Wear some makeup to cover up how fucking nasty I am. Alright, so we got the first one done. This is what it looks like. I'm putting them off to the side of the screen. The reason why nothing... because I would put everything on the screen at once, but the way the autofocus works is it picks the most important thing and it autofocuses on that. And that's great for the model working, because then I can just sit here and like focus on working on the models, and it'll basically autofocus on the model the whole time. Sometimes it'll focus on my hands, because it'll be like, oh, is that where the detail is? But it's just looking for all the little minutia in the detail. But if there's too much on the screen at once, like if I have the documents on the screen as well, like the instructions, that's what I mean by the documents, or if I have actual like other models on the screen as well, here, I'll show you. So now it wants to focus on that one, and it also wants to focus on that one over there, and it's going to want to focus on this one too. So it's going to try to focus on all four at once, but at the same time, every time I move this up and I move it down and I move it around to a place where it doesn't really like, it's going to do that quick shift, that little like unfocus focus feature. So that's why I keep things off screen for the majority of the stream, just because it helps me personally get through all of it. And actually make sure that what you're seeing and I'm not auto-focusing on is just some random piece of paper on the floor, and it's actually the model that I'm showing you that I'm working on. Check out the zoom. I find that the zoom feature is not very good because it loses detailing. Watch. And then what? Let's see how zoomed in we are now. That it's just so... the detailing's so grainy. Whereas if we unzoom it, and I actually just bring it up to the camera, usually, oh, see, now it's trying to focus on all the rest of the things around the screen. That's why I like the zoom too, because you can kind of just, boom. Now there's not really anything else to focus on. So I pull it up close to the camera, and now I've got this beautiful fucking, look at that shit, baby. She looks gorge. I can really show off these models, show you all their minute details. So I'm glad I got the camera. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm very happy with it, actually. I want to change my answer to that. I'm very happy with the camera, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to take me. My room feels really dark for some reason. I don't know. Oh, because my lamp's not on. I say my headlamps. I was like, with my headlamp on, why does the room feel so dark? It's because my headlamp wasn't even on. Well, thank you. We see green. So another thing that I started doing as well, I'm gonna zoom out so I can show you, is I started color coding all of my models. Why is my focus gone crazy? Huh. That was weird. That was weird. Here, give me a second to fix my lighting. But I'm color coding all of my models from now on, so that way I don't lose track of what I'm working on. So if you notice, this handle corresponds to the green bowl over here. These handles, the red and blue. This one's going to be the orange handle. I don't have anything else right now, so we're just using like an orange pill bottle. But if I get another handle soon, that'll be nice. And then, what day is it? Is the model store open today? It's closed now. It's 6:45. I couldn't go get a new one. Well, I'd go to the Realm. The Realm might have one. Nah, I don't need to spend money right now. I don't need to spend money on a fucking handle. If y'all want to gift me one, that'd be lit. If you got one laying around you want to send me, I don't care. I'll fucking open a mail for you guys. I don't give a shit. See old heads all the time on here who are like, yeah, I got a ton of shit that I don't use. Here, I'll ship this shit to other old heads or other people who are starting to skinny into the game. So I would not mind that whatsoever. I wouldn't mind trading either if anyone wants to trade shit. I've got a bunch of bits. I prefer to trade commission work than actually trade my own like stuff, because I feel like I'm better at that shit, and that gives me more versatility within it. But I don't mind. I understand the game of the mini swap. I am familiar with the game of mini swap. Whoop! Took off a little bit. I did a little bit more damage to the base than I wanted to just then. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was a little shameful on my part, I'm not gonna lie. Luckily it's okay. I'm sorry about that. I feel that. I literally will like go off stream immediately. I'll be like, I don't feel really good. I'll see you guys later, and then just fucking dip out super fast. Cause I did that yesterday, so I just get like a grief of anxiety. So thank you for dropping by. I appreciate you talking to me. And if you want to text at all about it when I'm like able to, it's hard for me to like actively message back when I'm working on models at the same time. But when I'm not actively working on models, I'd love to like message you back and talk through some of your anxieties with you, because I feel like that would really help you out. I'm going to move some of these over so you can see what I'm working on. But thank you for joining me so far. I appreciate that. I always love people dropping stuff in the comments, no matter what it is. Personal or good, bad, whatever. I love it. I just like people talking to me in the comments. Because I wanted this to be more of a dialogue stream than just a me monologuing at you kind of stream. I want that for me as like a streamer in general, not just like this specific stream. But that's a little hard to achieve all the time, so I kind of just work with what I've got. Give me 1 sec. Sorry for going mute for a second. Just sending some messages real fast. But yeah, Emmett, you still here? Or did you dip out? I know you joined. You said you joined for a little bit, but I was going to ask you a question about your models before you left, if you were still here. So I have these bricks, right? And I kind of want to work with these bricks. But I also have all this other stuff to work with. All these other plastic materials. I've got some tubing. Yeah, I got some like industrial tubing here. Here, let me zoom in and then show you. So I've got some industrial tubing for like base material. I've got some industrial girders for base material. I've got some, this is a mix of both. Like I can just source pieces off this. Like here's hydraulics pieces, here's girder pieces, Here's gear pieces. Probably wouldn't use a drill piece. That seems a little niche. This is all just for like flats, for like grading material. I could like sand it down and put it on the bottom of the base to make like grading material for industrial grading. Same with this piece. It can be a piece of rubble or industrial grading. And then these I could cut up. Oop, that's the first drop of the night. These are also these are mechanical, or not mechanical, Mechanicus crates that I could cut up, and these are just the doors. That's why I don't mind cutting these up. Sorry, I'm trying to change the number. But I could cut and sand these up and turn them into like industrial plating. Like, see how this could be a walkway? Same with this. Could source it. This could be fallen debris. You know, I could just straight up shave this side off and just make it really flat, and then use the industrial walkway for like multiples of these. Since you could cover like, let's see. Yeah, see how you can kind of, I can make like multiple out of these. So, were you thinking you want to do more like industrial stuff, or were you thinking you want to do more like city rubble? Because if we do like city rubble, then I'll experiment with like bricks and like half-built buildings and like wrecked like parts of walls like falling around, and they could be walking on top of that. So on one side I have like a city landscape rubble that's like a lot of brick, blown apart brick buildings basically, and walkways. Or we could do like a more harder mechanical industrial with wiring, girders, hydraulics. You know, we're not going to use the drill piece because that implies like more like a drilling atmosphere. So imagine like all the rest of these, you know, some hydraulic tubing, some industrial tubing, some girders, and then some walkways or whatever. It's really, honestly, even this could be its own thing. It's really up to you. I just wanted to get your idea of what you were thinking for this one here, because we could really do anything. We honestly have almost 3 options here. We almost have like just kind of a simple basic walkway kind of cutout. We can do, this is like pretty heavy industrial, I'd say, just to clarify what you're saying right now. Like what's in the middle is pretty heavy industrial, more like tubing and girders and hydraulics. Or then there's the broken city landscape. Sides of so you want to do like this one? You want to do like A mixed with B? Or do you want to just do A or just do B? I'm assuming you don't want C, but I'm going to keep C here just in case you want it. I really like these bricks. I'm excited to use these for something. Maybe we could build some little terrain broken bits. You want a mix of B? Okay. So let me put this away because it's a little dusty. It's not flaky. It's just dusty because it's brick clay. So it can be a little dusty. So you want to do A with a mix of B. Gotcha. I can do that. Alright. Let's see what we're working with, though. Little piece of rock. A little piece of rock. Skull with a little piece of rock. A little piece of rock. And another little piece of rock. Cool. So, could you do a walkway for all the bases, covering it with detail stuff from B? Yeah, it's just going to be more of like broken walkway, because this sourcing enough parts for all 5 of these out of just these 2 pieces is going to leave like a lot left over. So it's going to be like fragmented walkway essentially. But it'll look cool. It'll look cool. Don't worry about it. Hey, don't worry about it. It'll look cool. Alright, I'm gonna make it look so badass. Alright? Awesome. Dude, fucking awesome. Yeah, dude, don't even worry about it. It's gonna look so cool. It's gonna look badass as hell. It's gonna look boss as fuck, dude. It's gonna look epic as shit. You're like, oh, sorry, autocorrect corrected awful to awesome. I meant awful. This is awful. Please don't do this. Let's see if we can scrape this face off. Yo! Did I do it successfully? Check it out. Let me see if I can do it again. He looks a little fucked up. His forehead's a little dank. Alright. Let me try to get it underneath the bottom layer this time. It's working. Oh, it's working! Alright. What y'all gonna go get to eat? Check that fool out. Looks like a broken pendant. Oh, we're gonna save those bits for sure. Those aren't going anywhere, trust me. We're saving those babies. The first 2 boxes of the haul have arrived, and I'm waiting for the, like, 15 other packages. Are you waiting to get them all together, or do you want to drop some off with me? Because if you want to swing something by, I could drop off your, I could give you your 5 dudes, or I could give you your 4 dudes, and then Tori's Junith if you want. I was actually gonna ask you if you wanted. Ooh, Chipotle, enjoy. I was gonna ask you if you wanted me to drop them off today, like swing by the house and just like drop them off in a bag or something. But I forgot to ask when I was out, so it's up to you. The shock factor of them, of showing that with all of them at once. Yeah, I understand that shit. I totally understand that. Hey man, it's up to you. I still got that thing that the Storm Talon gunship to build you. So after these are done, which will be today, I'm gonna finish building these today. Then that'll be like the only thing left for me to build for you, and I'll have a full clean slate. So that's up to you, man. I think it's going to be a big haul regardless of whether you have it all at once or fragmented. But it's up to you how you want to show it off, because it's your shit, you know? Alright, so our edges look clean on this dog. Hey, shush. My thing fell over my desk. Alright, so we fully cleaned up this walkway. What about the basing for all the guardsmen? Oh yeah. I still have a whole box of that shit, like right over here. Sorry, there's my hand. It's going off to that way. Maybe I'll just snap to send you, and we'll see about heading over sometime tonight, maybe. Okay, well, you tell me. It's up to you. I ain't doing anything tonight. I need to what's the best way to start shaving these away? I want to just like see if I can take off these in layers. Oh yeah, I can. I like this song. Tandoori Beats. Sick. Oh, I gotta hunker down to get some of this shit. Oh, I'm off screen now. Hold up. I'll zoom out. No, dude, if I'd already finished basing those, I would not have depression, I think. That's what's been keeping me from getting all your work done. I probably could have gotten it all done, low-key. I've had the time. I just haven't had, like, the mental ability to. I don't know why I hit such a large roadblock right here. Just gonna mix it right there. Alright, so we cleaned off most of this. I'm just gonna do the other side and then take a shaver to it, I think. That's the raised part. That's the raised part. Yeah, I'll just take off the other raised edge and then we'll take a shaver to it. Ooh! Almost got my finger there. Good thing I pulled back in time. It's a message to all you model builders out there who use sharp tools. Watch what you're doing, dude. Check yourself out before you wreck yourself out. You feel me? Nah, if I had finished those, I would blow my testicles right out of my fucking pants, dude. I would not believe my own self. You know? I can't get this to just hold still. Just hold still, dude. There you go. Just need to get a double side grip on it. God. See that? See how dangerous this is? I'm moving towards my thumb, and then I'm just gonna like slice into my thumb if I keep moving that way. Yeah, I know it's easy, but it's dangerous, dog. And I've done damage to my hand. I've literally cut my fingers up so much because of doing shit like that. So be careful, y'all. Seriously, be careful. I'm not joking. I know everyone thinks that they're superhuman or that they're different. You know, they're built differently than everyone else. And then you fucking, you know, then you hurt yourself really bad. And you're like, oh shit, I am human. I know that everyone does it, but I'm just looking out for you, dog. Doggy dog. Alright. It's pretty flat. Start taking the shaver to it. Let's use this one. This one's pretty flat. I like this one. Should do a good job taking all the nubs off first of all, but then we're gonna have to really get in deep for the rest of the edges. You know, I could not do all this work, but I don't know, man. It's about the craft. It's about the MF and craft. You feel me? Also, it kills me that this looks like a fucking McDonald's M. These arches. Look at that. Da 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 da. We're chaos. What faction do you think McDonald's is? Alright. It's starting to look pretty good, actually. Comparatively to this piece over here, it's so smooth. I know you can't tell the difference, but feeling-wise, this feels so thin compared to this. It's insane. I don't even know how to describe it to you guys. It feels so much thinner. And the only way I could really describe it is if you're familiar with like guitar picks. It feels like I've taken this down like a couple layers in terms of a guitar pick. Now I want to use the thin shaver like I was using to get off the big bits, but part of me feels like if I do, I might go a little too deep. So I'm just gonna work with the mold line remover to start and see if maybe on the next one, because I'm gonna have to do this again, dude. So maybe on the next one to streamline the process, we use that on most of the raised ridges, and then we use a shaver to flatten out the rest. Because this just doesn't work as quickly. It's really setting me back time-wise. Alright. I was looking for the file in the fucking drawer, and it's right here. Yeah, I think the move is to take off some more edges. Oh, I got more text. I want to reply to them. Is take off as many edges as I possibly can with this this thin tool, and then go over it with the flat file. But how's y'all day going? I'd love to hear it in the comments. If you guys want to let me know what you've been up to, what you've been kicking around. Maybe you guys went to the store today. Ooh, what'd you buy? You treat yourself to something? Get yourself like a little snacky? Maybe not for now. Maybe for later tonight before you go to bed, huh? You got yourself a little bit of ice cream. Got yourself a little bit of candy, some chocolate. I see that. I see that. I respect that. Me, myself, I like a little bit of candy before bed. Maybe a little bit of like cinnamon. I like cinnamon pastries and milk before bed. That always sits really well with me. I also like to, when I'm sitting in bed, watching videos before I fall asleep, a little bit of gummy candy goes a long way. Like half a bag of gummy candy. Sometimes I won't even eat that much. Sometimes I'll only eat like a little bit of it, and then I can make a bag last for like a couple nights. So, Alright. I really should have a cutting board down for this, but nah. That would glare too much. I don't like glare. And thus we use the mouse pad, which has so many cuts and rips at this point. It's just kind of funny, honestly. I have a whole box of Guardsmen sitting off to the side of me right now that I need to base, and I would be fucking blown away if they were already all done. Oh, almost got all of this edging off, dude. Check out my work so far. But it makes a difference. It feels so much thinner. And then when you file this stuff away, it comes off like nothing, like butter, dude. So it's about getting off all the big chunks. So that way when you get down to the little chunks, they just fall away. It's just hard to get a grip on this thing. This is gonna be half our night, is just cleaning these fucking walkways. Come on, there you go. Let me pull up my topics. I feel like now's about a... Oh, here, let me reply to this message first, because I feel like it's important. Alright. Fuck, I didn't pull up my topics. Let's check these bitches out. Huh. My first one. CSUF, which is the school I go to. It's a fine school. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's not great. It's not amazing, but it's not awful. I've had a lot of great experiences there. I've made a lot of great friends there. A lot of good teachers, a lot of good classes. But here's the thing. I am currently paying way too much fucking money to go to that school when the amenities that it offers me as of right now are so tiny in comparison to what it normally offers being on campus versus being off campus. And I have no fucking clue how they're getting away with charging us this much money for living off campus, or for not living off campus, for being able to like completely have school off campus and have like basically access to none of the amenities that we're basically paying for. So within our tuition, there's a breakdown, right? And we see it online. We see it in our, if you go to your like, to your payment activity, right? You can literally see what all of your money is going towards in your payment activity. And you can see it's like $40 for your blank, $40 for this. And then you'll look at it and it'll be like $500 for rec or whatever. It's like, okay, that's great, but I can't use the rec center. Or fucking, you know, $300 for chiropractic care. That's cool, but I can't even have access to the chiropractic facility. Like, there's all of these amenities that we're supposed to get as a college. I understand. And I understand that you're not able to provide them, which is totally fair. That shit would be so hard to provide right now, dude. I couldn't even imagine. I could not even imagine trying to provide all that shit. But you can't charge us for shit that we're not even getting at all. Like, that shit's fucked up. I get that you don't want to lose your overhead and that you're already built on a basis of making a certain amount a year, and that like you're losing money from the blah 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 blah. There's so many excuses you can come up with, but at the end of the day, you're charging your students for things that they don't have access to whatsoever, and you're acting like it's totally cool. And that shit's fucked up. That should be fucking me up. And it bums me out a lot because I liked my school pre-COVID, and post-COVID I don't have any reason to, because it seems like it's never had my back, and from what it seems like is going on right now, it never will. So I don't know. I like my school, but not the biggest fan right now. Not the biggest fan. Fram, President Fram. This is a call out for President Fram. All right, you remember me? You remember me when I crashed my bike and you came up to me and I was cussing you out because I broke my collarbone on campus, and you just came out of nowhere and I had no idea who you were because you were just hired as the president. Like, you were just hired and you just came out of nowhere and you're like, "Can I help?" And I was like, "No, you can't fucking help me. You think you can fucking help me, dude, unless you can pay for my ambulance bill." You know, probably something along those lines, because that's how you are when you're unfiltered. And I remember my roommate who was there a little bit was like, "Bro, that's not good." So maybe this is what this is all about. Maybe I'm paying for it. Maybe Fram is like taking it personally. He's like, "Of course I remember. How could I forget? You ruined my first day," or some shit like that. And then he's like taking it out personally. What a fucking protagonist way of what an egocentric way of looking at the world. The whole reason why everyone else is suffering is because of me. Fuck that shit, bro. That's cool. That's gross as fuck, dude. Get that shit off my feed, bro. Get that shit out of my face and off of my feed bin. See, you thought I was talking about like my social media feed? Nah, dude. I'm talking about my feed bin, dude. Alright, so I think we need to take a bit heavier of a sanding to it at this point, now that it's gotten to this point. Let's do... I have some paper down here. Let's check it out. Alright. 150... Should have 80 in here. 240. Don't I have 80? 180. Here we go. Start with a fat fucking 80, shall we? Those of you who don't know my background, I started out in carpentry. That was my first job, and I have always loved it. And I wish that I'd gone to trade school instead. Man, wouldn't trade school be so... What do you think I should go to trade school for? I've always wanted to go to school for, like, shit with my hands. And I've been telling myself for years that I should have gone to trade school instead of school for acting. And I should have just focused on stuff with my hands instead. Oh, look at that baby! Look at that. I always feel like I should have gone, but whatever. You live and you learn, you know? But I could still go. I could still go to trade school. Go for carpentry. So I feel like with my collarbone now, that's less of an option. Because I used to have a body that like would not quit, and then when I broke my collarbone, now I like kind of have more of a limit. If I'm being honest, like there's only so much I can do in a day. There's only so much my body can take now, which blows, but that's the way life is, and it's better I learn that sooner than later. You know, no one's fucking inhuman. That's just asking for make believe, you know. Yeah, no. All right, this is pretty good. Check this bitch out. So we got the walkway side and then thin flat side. And this used to look like this. Let's see if I can compare. Can you see the thinness difference? The only reason why I went through all the work to do this is because this is going to be going on bases. And I don't want it to take up any more space than it already does. Do you understand? So I'm actually going to take like another layer or so off with a fresh piece of paper, because this paper sucks. I got this from the dollar store, so it's fine. The grit works. It's just not going to last that long. So might as well use it. Yeah, I really feel like I should have gone to trade school and focus on that shit, but maybe if I had, I would have never figured out that I was trans, because, you know, I didn't even really feel like I saw trans people until like I came to college. So, and I took classes where I had trans professors, or I had trans people in my classes, and I have friends that are trans, but like, I don't know. It's different when your friends become trans, because like you're like, oh yeah, that's perfect for you, and I'm happy for you. You don't realize that like you're happy as well because you kind of want it for yourself, and you're like surrogating that happiness for them, as well as the happiness you could have been feeling if you had also come out. So it's a very complicated thing that you go through mentally, and I don't know. I didn't even fucking see trans people in my life. I didn't really notice them until like, I'd say my friend Alice came out, and then I was like, oh damn, I really fucking relate to that struggle. Like, maybe this is okay, you know what? You know what happened? So my friend Alice came out, right? And I was like, fuck, I'm really attracted to her. And I'd always known that I was attracted to trans people because I've always liked looking at trans porn, right? But I never met someone who was trans who I was attracted to. And I was like, damn. I remember having a specific conversation with someone where they were like, you should go for it. And I was like, nah, I ain't about that. Because I ain't about to make someone who's a friend of mine into a fetish, if that's what it is. And so I really was like, do I have a fetish for trans people? And that's when I discovered that I was not fetishized. Well, that I was less that I was fetishizing trans people, and more that I was just into trans people, and was also trans myself, and found myself really aligning with a lot of non-binary and trans stuff that I was looking at, and all the groups that I was going to online were posting memes I found very relatable, and less I found myself as someone who was like a observer, who was looking in, and more of someone who was a member of the community. And before I knew it, there was no way of looking back, you know. But I'm happy with what I've been able to go through, and I don't think that would have been possible without being in the school that I am, in the department I am, with the friends that I have, and the people that I've been in love with, and all the blah 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 blah. You know, like I wouldn't change anything. But I do think that I should try again in terms of trade school, because it might be good for me. I don't want to use this drill piece, so we're cutting it off prematurely, just so I can get it out of my head. Also, let's cut off these pieces, because we don't need these either. Well, we're not going to use this at all, so let's save this piece for later. That's going to be a good one for a build. And then let's see how much we can source out of this one walkway. I feel like the best option here is to hacksaw it up, and then from there, just kind of see what it turns into. So, oh wow, okay, so that was a bad choice. So we're gonna just cut into it, and then we're gonna hacksaw it. Oh my god. Come on, craft saw. What's wrong with you? Are you too thick? It's too THICC. All right, it's just a little too THICC. All right, you gotta give it its due diligence. It's made for the thicker things in life. That's what this is for. That's what we bought this for a little while ago. I don't know if you guys remember us buying this biatch. This bad little mamma jamma. This bad little mamma jamma in a pair of pajamas. Alright. We don't need a thick. Oh, we don't need a. What are the other types? There they go. There they go. Right. The little ones. Look at how the little ones scurry around. They're so scared. What are they scared of? They're running from themselves. Aren't we all? Are we all running from ourselves in a way? I feel as though I am every fucking day of my life. It feels I'm running from the person that I want to be. I'm running from the person that I should be. I'm running from the person that I think that I truly am. When all is said and done. I don't know. I do not presume to understand life in any capacity. I just accept it and try to move past it, if I'm being honest with you. Because it's strange and it's confusing. And what I've read, when you dwell on life too much, you find yourself in these pits, these overwhelmingly awful mental places where you're just unendingly sinking, you know? There's no win or lose, it's just emptiness. And that's awful, dude. I can't accept that. I refuse to accept it. That's awful. It gives me crazy anxiety to think that I might stick myself in a pit like that. Well, I do. I already do. I know I do, because that's part of who I am. I have problems with just focusing on things that have already happened that can't be changed, no matter how badly you want them to. And that's really unhealthy, because you end up with these disgusting ideologies, and you end up with these impersonal kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Let's just focus on what we're working on, huh? Instead of falling down a path of emptiness with our brains. So, right now I'm cutting up pieces of one of these for a walkway. I actually don't think I'm going to need a full another one, but I already cut the face off it, so might as well just scrap it, right? But basically, I'm going to stop using the saw. This is so thin that we can just cut through it. It's almost like butter. It cuts very soft. Then we're just going to kind of shape it a little bit so it fits on these better. Lit. Alright. I'm going to start making a bowl of all the pieces. Using this as a Oh, shit! Yo, that worked really well. Hold up, that's the new method, dude. I can literally make an incision and then just cut along the newly perforated lines. And if that ain't love, then shit, I don't know what is. But I think in terms of models, I'm going to take a break for a day or two and focus on building, or not building, focus on playing video games for a little bit. Just because it makes me really happy, you know? I think that's important to follow the things that make you happy. And I'm not saying that this doesn't make me happy, because this makes me extremely happy. And I have a lot of fun building models, but I don't always have fun streaming building models. And it's just because of my my inner anxieties that get to me, that make me feel like I'm not entertaining enough, or that I'm not like doing something that all right, yeah, have a good one. Have a good drive. Enjoy your Chipotle. Makes me feel like I'm not interesting enough, or I'm not entertaining enough sometimes. And whenever I'm playing video games, I don't focus on that, because there's always like something else to be entertaining. There's always like the fucking game to watch, and then there's me. Whereas I feel like with this, there's me, and then there's the models, which is probably self-centered. I feel like in reality for you guys, it's probably the models and then me. But Danka, hell yeah, Danka. But yeah, it's probably just like self-centered shit talking. You all here for the models. I know it. You don't have to fucking front. Alright. So, let's see what pieces we ended up with. This is the one that fits perfectly, I think. So, might keep that for sure. And then let's see what else we've got. This one should fit perfectly. That's a drop. You get that drop number. Raise it. Hallelujah. The good Lord has spoken. He has told me today that we are gonna raise the price of the drops, yes. Cause Sophie's a little dumb bitch and she keeps dropping shit. Yeah, she keeps dropping shit. Alright, I think. I don't know, but I think we got enough. I think we don't need to cut another one. Alright. So we got basically a piece worth for every single one. I like this one a lot, but then it needs to be segmented with like other walkway parts. So sorry, I think this is off screen, but it's just mostly so I can pull it in close to my body. See what I'm doing. There we go. Alright. And then you just need like shred. Ah. Just needs to be cleaned up just a little bit. That one's done. And now, we have to do the rest of them. I think that one's okay. That one's fine. This one needs just a little bit of work. I think we can just kind of use what we've already got, though. Perfect. Oh, where'd that go? Ohio. Y'all see that? Oh, I see it. Flung all the way over in the corner. I got it, though. Alright, so those pieces can go fine together. I want to throw in a little bit of this action, too. And this one, I'm actually going to clean up just a little bit. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take off a little bit of all the edges. Just enough, right? Should fit a little bit more loosely now. Still needs a little bit more shaping. Okay. Yes. Try to make it look less like damaged earth and more like cracked earth. Which doesn't make sense, really, if you think about it, because it's a walkway, but I don't think anyone's going to think about it too much when they're looking at it. They should be like, that looks cool. Plus, walkways sometimes get cracked by the earthquakes that happen. Alright. There we go. Cut a little corner off of this. Alright. So those are some pretty good cracked bases. I like those. Oh. Alright. What else do I want to do? Something that I can't think of right now. Okay, I'm going to hit my pen, and then we're going to focus on removing the pieces from their feet and fixing the bases, and then we're going to work on putting the industrial rubble in. But yeah, you just gotta give me a sec for that, so I can smoke in the pen, because I can't do it on stream. I know other people do it on stream sometimes, because they're ballers, and they think that they're hot shit, which I'm sure they're hot shit. And I'm sure that they'll be fine, and that nothing bad will happen to them. But knowing my luck, I will hit something once, and then bada boom, bada bing, no more followers for me. No more followers for you. You don't get any more. So I was looking at my fish for a sec. So looking at Chester the Never-Rester. Love that sweetheart. Oh, look. Is he upside down? Can't tell. That worries me. It worries me. I'm going in. Oh, he's alive. Sorry. Chestington, the always restington, was resting in a very peculiar situation. He was bent with his face upwards, and it made me very, very worried for his well-being. I thought that he had an imminent death, but nonetheless, we did save him. And for that, we deserve 50 billion schmeckles. So go ahead and donate 50 billion schmeckles to the channel if you think that Chestington deserves to live. If you think Chestington deserves to die, go ahead and don't do anything at all. So, you know, that choice is yours. His life is on your hands, essentially, is what I'm saying. I mean, do you have what it takes? Are you up to the task? Because I don't think you are. I really don't think you are. Oh, I just want one more hit, if y'all don't mind. Here, let me pull up another topic. I got some topics for you. Oh, I am thinking about doing a Call to Wild stream, so I need to piece together some items for that. If anyone has any good hair, if you're good at hair stuff, and you want to do my hair for me for the stream, I would love the help. I'm also looking for people who can do model pictures, like pictures of my models that I build, as well as people who can do, what are they called? Formatting, like internet, social media formatting. I'm looking for like a social media specialist, basically, someone who can help me out with that shit. But other than that, just let me know. Oh, what? Is it dead, or is it the pen? It might be the pen. Yeah, it's just the battery. Or it's not the battery, it's the pen. Oh, it's the... Yeah, it is the battery. Awesome. My battery's charging, which means I get to use my alternative battery. Where do I even keep that bitch? Do I even keep it anywhere? Alright, you know what? We're not gonna hit the pen until the battery's fucking charged. How about that? We'll be a good girl today. I don't weed. Haha. I need it. No, I'm good. It's getting hot in here because it's stuffy and. Oh, low key. Let me open the window. Oh, come on. Oh, that's so much better. Oh my god, it feels so good. cool air coming in. So, some of you guys are pretty familiar with, I like to share what I've been watching on the YouTubes. And that changes pretty day to day, I won't lie with you guys. So, lately I've been watching, what is it called? S&S Horseshoe, I think it's, or S&S Horsing. It's a channel that does horseshoe cleaning. It's been really good. I really like the horseshoe cleaning channel. Hold up. Let me do something real fast. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. My fish needed to be attended to. Let's see how I can fix this. I miss hanging out with my friends, dude. It really makes me want to fucking cry how much I miss hanging out with my friends. I haven't seen anyone in a good long time. Mostly because, like, I don't trust being out and being with people because I don't want to put them at risk. I don't want to put anyone else at risk. Like, it's just been rough dealing with all that shit. Okay, so I like this one, and then I think I want this one for red, actually. Oh, shit. That was a fat drop, y'all. That was a huge drop. We're gonna have to count that as like 2 or 3. What do you think? 2 or 3? You get to call it even though you didn't see the drop. Or did you see the drop? No, you wouldn't have seen it. It was a little bit off cam. You were seeing like the edges of it, basically. Feels good. Alright. So, this one I think will be really good for red. Or no, this is blue. Grab red. Oh, what the hell? Man, I wasn't even holding that and it just fell down. That's fucking bullshit, dude. Alright, so I'm thinking we're gonna have to cut everyone's feet off of their rocks, regardless of what we do. Just because the rubble will look weird. But we're gonna keep them the way they are. I like that. So let's just start cutting everyone off their rocks, shall we? We're getting off our rockers over here. Okay. And then start fucking chopping up their legs and like, oh god, please, please stop. We didn't know. We didn't know this is what it would be like. Well, you should have thought twice, you sons of bitches. Fucking kill him. Yep, we're getting dark over here on fucking Sophie's Workshop, you feel me? Over at Sapphic Sophie. Over at twitch.tv/Sapphic Sophie. We're getting dark as fuck. Now, this is a little bit harder than just straight up cutting them off their bases because these are, like, what they've been molded onto. Now, that doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means it's a little bit harder. You have to be a little bit more precise with all of your cuts if you want it to look good. Because, like I said, they've been molded to this rock. You know, they were born into it, molded by it. They didn't see the light of another rock until they were a man. All right, I broke one of the wings off, which I feel like is going to happen a shit ton as this goes. But if a wing breaks off, then we're just going to reattach it with super glue and keep going. Ow! God damn it. See, this is what happens when you're not careful. Alright, y'all? Now we really need the super glue. Because that's kind of some sharp metal right there. Here's the rock. So we got the... Oh. We got his rock off. And here's the foot. We'll clean that up in a sec. Let me go get some antiseptic. What's up, y'all? How's Chipotle? Give me 1 second. I need to go grab antiseptic. Alright, y'all. I'm back. There was no biotin. So, no antiseptic, basically. Well, what happened was... what had happened was I cut my hand. And then, I cut my hand some more. And now my hand's very cut up. And it was hot, and now I'm cold. And so I gotta find my red shirt, my purple shirt. It's not red. And I gotta put some super glue on my finger where I cut it. And, my fucking, damn. Yeah, I don't think the Johnster had it. I think it's kaputty. I think it got thrown out or something. But what's the spot? Yeah, I can just drop a little bit of super glue on that. Call it a day. All right. Let's go. That's how you know it's working, because it burns. Oh, that crevice is so small that I want to put glue in that I literally have to put a toothpick in there. My goal one day isn't to like blow up, become rich or famous or anything. It's to become the old man from Toy Story 2. Not the old man who like is fat and like, oh, thank you. Oh yes, I got the Woody doll now. I don't want to be that man. I want to be the old man who like is like Do you have the model? Yes, yes. Like, yes, I'll repair this model. I recognize this year. And then I give it back to him when it's finished. I'm like, for display use only, and I flex my fucking muscles because I don't want them to fucking I don't want them to fuck up my beautiful piece of art I just made. It's for display use only. I love that. I love that line. He's so angry when he says it too. I love the way he says that because it's like as if the guy personally ruined that toy, which he kind of did. He ruined the arm, but it's as if he's the one who did all the like playing with it and shit, and like wrote Andy on the bottom. That's the kind of disrespect the guy gave him. Whereas like he didn't do any of that fucking shit, bro. It was already there. All right, this guy's done. Right now we're cleaning up the feet basically, and I got a little cut on my finger, but it's all dried up now. While we were doing the feet. Alright. That was not that bad, actually. And then I'm going to just take a little layer off the bottom of the foot and create like a little flat for it. And then from there... we can actually break it down into a foot. Just be a little bit more on the ball. Perfect. And we've got another removed rock. Put that off to the side. That's basically all we're doing right now. Oh, wow, my mic's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's out in the middle of Timbuktu, you feel me? Also, my glare's really bad on the webcam. I don't know why. I don't know why it's picking up so bad. Yeah, my glare's like insane on the webcam. Usually it's not that bad, but today it's just fucking... It's okay, we can get over it. Alright. Another rock removed. Let's take a look at how he's standing. It's just gonna need to be flattened a little bit. It's not like that's a hard thing to do. It's the real hard thing is working on models this small without cutting my fingers. This is a song we come across every so often on here that I really like. It's called Orbit by Seth Austin. I said Sean Austin. That's the guy who played Sam Wick in fucking whatever it's called. You know, the bullshit, the fucking Lord of the Rings. There you go. Oh, that almost hit me in the eye. Bounced right off the side of my eye. I got real lucky with that one. I'm going to leave that little fragment because I feel like we can hide it. I'm just going to cut off the end so it doesn't look so much like a rock. think it can be turned into a lift or something. I don't know. You could also remove most of it. Ooh! There we go. Actually, no, it's not really flat now. All right. I think this is the last one. Yeah. This rock has a little skull on it, so maybe I'll harvest the skull. Emmett, do you want me to keep the skull in, or do you want it to be just rubble? I'm feeling a real lull lately with streaming. I know it's just personal, but it's the kind of thing that makes me feel like or think about quitting. And I know I want to persevere, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm not gonna let your opinions change whether I'm streaming or not, but I do like to hear your input on if you like the streams or if you think there's something I could change about them. Maybe changing something about them would make me like them a little bit more. I just haven't really felt like myself lately. Not just on streams, but just in general, like doing everything. Alright. That one's good. Fuck it, skull time. Alright. Where'd it go? Somewhere in these harvested bits. There it is. Alright. Low-key, this skull kind of sucks. I'll just put a different skull in. Hey, Foxes, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm doing okay. I was just saying that I'm doing okay. I've been thinking about trying to think of a new way to change up my streams recently because they've been feeling a little, not boring, but like a little, I can't think of the word. I don't know what to call them, but it'll come to me. So I've definitely been feeling a little weird. Thinking about doing something new. Not like stopping streaming, but trying to figure out a new setup or new gimmicks or things like that. Yeah, I want to play some video games. I want to like dress up and play video games. There's this one point-and-click game called Call of the Wild that I really want to do a stream where I dress up like the main character and then we play through the whole game because it's just point-and-click, and point-and-click is like so simple, but I love playing them. That's like one of my personal like, what's the word for it? Like things that you really like doing that you don't usually tell people about. It's one of those for me. All right. Let's grab those. I feel like we can turn these into pretty usable pieces. There's just not a lot to use for this. Guilty pleasure. Yeah, that's the word for it. Those are two good pieces of rubble. Let's put those in a bin. Demons and chaos. Oof. Maybe I should get back to building for myself. I haven't done any building for myself in a minute. I'm not a big painter, but I need to get back to painting. That's more of something I need to like push myself to do, not something I like want to actually do though. I want to stream more often, but I just don't like. I don't feel entertaining when I'm building on streams as much lately. I've just been feeling like doing like video games on streams lately, which is weird. But I don't know. I kind of want to like have people on and like talk to people more often. I like that when I stream. That's really fun. I want to start interviewing people if that's possible. If anyone's down for like doing interviews and shit like that, I would love to do that over Discord. And just like talk to people or like have people come voice chat on my streams while I build, because there's just like not enough going on, I think, for me. Too fucking ADHD to just sit here and build and then like try to come up with things. I like it when you guys tell me stuff. A banner of blood. Oof. I would love to see that. I want to shoot it my way. I just need to... I don't know. I think building a more active chat base would be good too. I just don't know how to do that. Sure, I don't think my drop links work, so you might have to shoot it to me. Alright, that's a good usable piece. That's a good cord length. Come on. I know you don't want to cut through the thick part, but that's what makes it look cool. There you go. There you go. Alright. Found some tubing, basically. Alright, so we got little pieces of tubing. Now let's cut... I think we might keep this... Nah, let's cut some of this off. I think this piece would be good too. One thing that takes up a good bit of time is looking at other people's art. I know I try to help out streams with Immigrant albums of my minis. Oh yeah. I haven't thought about that. Where the fuck did that go? What the shit? That just flew into the fucking stratosphere. Oh my god. That shit just like launched into... I don't even fucking... I mean, fuck, I don't know where that shit went. That shit's gone. You know? We're not even gonna look for it. That shit's gone. Yeah, I definitely, maybe segmenting my channel a little bit would be nice. It's just I find a lot of downtime on it where I feel like I want to be talking about something. I want, like, you know what I want to start doing? I want to start researching subjects before I come in. I want to, like, have a whole, like, subject research to talk about and be like, today's topic of the stream is this. And then we talk about the stuff on the stream together. And I discuss something with you that I've researched so I know what I'm talking about. And I don't know, that sounds like a lot of fun. What do you guys think? Thank you. I'll check the whisper in, like, I don't know, whenever I get a chance to go to the bathroom or something, when I remember. We don't need that piece. I think we've already got enough, if I'm being honest. We already have too much that we're not going to use. So, what's the best way to do this? Let's think about this. Alright, so we've got 5 bases. Oh! Ugh. We got 5 bases, we got 5 dudes, we got a bunch of pieces already cut out, need to be glued into place. Then the dudes we need to figure out where the dudes are going, mark that, and then put them in their places, basically. Emmett, are you here as well? I need to ask you a question. Because I think also, do we want to have like, see how like in between all the stuff there's like grain, there's like a little bit of sand. It's not like saying that there's like it's a bunch of sand, like you want me to pile up sand, but I'm asking, do you want there to be grain underneath in between the tiles, or do you want it to look like just the flat of like, do you want this to just have nothing underneath the tiles and they're just broken tiles, or do you want there to be like growth happening, like maybe there's like between the splitting there's like some sand or some grass growing in between? I'd have to attach that later, but like what are you thinking in terms of like between the cracks of the walkways? This one got a little fucked up, but this one's like something like that, I think. There's that one, and there's this one, there's this one. What are you thinking? Because that'll change my step process too. Honestly, I feel like putting a little bit of grain in between everything would look a little nicer as long as I keep it clean and like minimal. Because to me, it'll look a little weird if there's just like nothing going on underneath the cracked platform. But I don't know. It's up to you, really. I'm actually gonna hit the bathroom real fast. So if you don't mind, I will be right back. Sounds good. Ugh. I'm back, y'all, from the bathroom where I used the sink to wash my hands. Ow, fuck! I do a good thing and I tell people to do a healthy, hygienic thing. And then the universe rewards me by making me slam my knee into my desk. Those sons of bitches. Oh, also, I added a stream boss thing. So you can, by like following or giving bits or whatever the fuck, you can battle me and slowly kill me. If y'all want to kill me, bro, you can do the one thing I can't do to myself. Fucking kill me, bro. But thank you for joining me so far. My pen's still charging, so I can't rip it. Well, I could take a little rip ski if I wanted to. Let me hop off cam. What would you guys like to see me do on the next stream? Do you want to see me all dressed up and doing Call of the Wild stream? Because I could do that next. Or I could also dress up. Okay, I'm gonna dress up either way, I think, because I like the idea of dressing up and like doing like themed stuff, like theming it around like whatever the subject is. So would you guys rather see me do a video game one pretty soon, where it's all themed around the game Call of the Wild, which is a point-and-click game? So it'd be a really fun, like, Nancy Drew-esque, like, but kind of hero adventure, like Nancy Drew meets Tomb Raider, a game where I'm dressed up in this, like, cute little outfit that's kind of like an explorer girl. Or do you want to do the Blackstone Fortress box, which I'll dress up for as well, and then we're gonna do like I'll dress up as either like the pirate rebel guy, like the what is it, like a Ravager or whatever, or I'll dress up as the Eldari girl, whichever one I can pull off easier. Y'all ever want just a free leg vibrator? Just fucking get a bubbler for a aquarium and put it under your desk. Alright, we're gonna leave this back to charging. But what do you guys think? Do you want to see me open and build all of the Blackstone Fortress box? Or do you want to see me do the Call of the Wild stream? I'm going to dress up for either, but... Alright, and then next, we're going to put all these dudes down, so... Let's put... Alright. I'm gonna pull back up my subjects. Oh god. Do I even want to talk about this? So, I used to be super fucking cringy back in elementary school. And I'm not ashamed, because, you know, you're a kid. So, who gives a fuck, you know? You're a kid, you're a squid. Bro. And, when I was young, I used to, like, basically act like a dog. Because, I don't know, because I wanted to. Like, I didn't, like, desperately wanted to be a dog. Just sometimes I felt like fucking trying to run on all fours. But I had friends who were definitely also down or / into the idea of acting like a dog. So who could probably be furries now? I don't know. I don't fucking ask them. I don't fucking care. Their life is their life. And if they are furries, like, I don't judge, bro. Like, if you're a furry, go for it. Like, do whatever the fuck makes you happy, dude. I have friends that are furries, like... That's not important to the story. What's important to the story is, I also had friends who were also into it, who would like, basically role play. So we would role play, being dogs, right? There's a reason why I'm telling this story. It's not so that way there's a perfect internet account of 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 Sophie being a furry. That's not what I need, because I'm really not, and I know that there's no way to convince someone that. So I just don't give a shit enough to try, because it's not like convincing someone I am or I'm not is gonna make a difference in my life in any way, shape, or form. Nor do I fucking care. But like I said, it's important to the context of the story. That's why I'm explaining all this. So, getting to my point, I liked to really engage with the, I was a young budding actress, so I like to really engage with the source material that I was working with here. And so I wanted to be able to bury bones, right? Because that's what dogs do. Dogs bury bones, right? And then they come back later and they unbury those bones. And then, and then they, I don't know what the fuck they do. Then they bury them again, I guess. So whatever. So I really wanted to bury these bones. And in my mind, the more bones that I could bury, the better, right? But where the fuck are you gonna get bones when you're in the 2nd grade? Mind you, I am in the 2nd grade. So where are you gonna get bones in the 2nd grade? Well, I'll tell you where you can get bones in the 2nd grade. From your chicken wing lunch. And so I would, on the days that we were served the bone-in chicken wings, basically, I would keep the bones and take them out to a little hole by the fence where we hung out and played near a tree, and I would bury them. Right? So this is all, like I said, all important to the context of the story. So I'm out there burying these bones. Not every day, but a decent amount. And then I'm returning to them to make sure that they're still there. And lo and behold, no animal had taken my kills, They were still there. So I was pretty happy about that. I'm pretty happy about this too. Check out that cracked earth. So I was pretty happy about this, right? I was happy about this until one day when I'm just not smart. And a proctor who sees me going to leave the lunchroom is like, hey, throw away that bag of trash. That's unsanitary. And I'm like, oh, I can't. These are my bones. And of course, if you're a smart proctor, you're going to go, what the fuck is this kid on about bones? And then, I explain, they're my bones from my lunch, and I wanted to save them because it's important to me that I save these bones. I don't tell them why, because I'm smart, okay? I ain't stupid. I know that what I'm doing is weird, to a degree. I'm aware that that if I told someone what I was doing, there might be some kind of weird repercussions. I'm aware of this. But I'm not aware enough to realize that no matter what, this situation is jarringly weird. And any rational human being would just go, yeah, no, you should just throw away the rest of your lunch instead of burying it in a hole in the side of the yard. In fact, sanitarily, the fact that you are burying part of your lunch in the side of a yard, probably not a good idea, because other kids could go find that and be like, why are there bones here? Can I eat these bones? And start gnawing on them. Maybe they fucking have problems. Or maybe that's what I'm doing. They don't know. I never said what I'm doing with the bones, so they could, for all they know, I could be gnawing on these bones, these old-ass bones, and, that's unsanitary. So, of course, they crack the whip. They bring the fucking hammer down. Alright, they're like, no more bones. Alright? You're not going to be collecting any more bones and putting them out in the fucking dirt, alright? You're not going to be doing that anymore. And low key, I don't remember anything past that. But looking back on my life, like I do often, and I remember the things that I do often, and you know, I heartily chuckle to myself. I go, ho, 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 ho. I'm not saying that, but I go, ho, 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 ho. Oh, that was a that was a fucking weird thing that I did, and I was thinking about that today. Excuse me. And it got me thinking about a bunch of other weird stuff that I used to do when I was a kid, right? Because I'm not ashamed. I don't give a fuck, dude. I was a fucking kid. Like, you're gonna tell me you're gonna sit there on your fucking high ass horse and tell me you didn't do weird shit as a kid? No, I don't believe you. Like, for one sec. Like, we all did weird shit. We were children. You're a developing human being. You're not gonna fucking you're not gonna be sitting there shitting crystals and, you know, reciting the Lord's Prayer. You know, you're not a model citizen just because you exist. You probably were doing something weird or fucked up, and you're probably embarrassed about it. But I don't see any point in it, because if we all have accepted the fact that when children do things, they're fucking weird and annoying, then shouldn't we also have accepted the fact that when we did things as a child, they're not really subject at all to our character? Like, can you think of anything that you did as a child that really spoke to your character, you know, as you are now? I don't think so. I don't know anything about me as a fucking kid that did that shit. I was a fucking child. I was shitting and fucking watching TV shows. And I was out on the playground, and I was in a little club on the playground where we would just cuss because we like to cuss, and adults won't let you. You know, they get upset when you cuss around them, and you just want to cuss, and you want to be accepted as well. So I literally had a group of friends at lunchtime. Oh, excuse me, that was so gross. Excuse me so much. Excuse me. Holy shit. Yeah, we would literally just sit and fucking cuss at lunch. Like, we would just sit in a circle and be like, fuck, shit, cum, you know, fuck, a bitch, fucking cunt. You know, just think of like the worst words we could and just say them. Like, that's so fucking innocent. Like, I don't care who wants to argue with me about that. That is one of the most innocent, cute things that I can think of. Just a bunch of kids who don't even. It's not that they want to be angry at a group of people, or they want to be frustrated, or they just want to say words that they're not allowed to say. And all of them collectively want to do that, including me, who wasn't allowed to say fuck or bitch or, you know, all of these words that I heard on TV and in movies, and that my parents or my brother said that I wasn't allowed to say because they were older than me. No, I wanted to say those words too. So did the rest of these kids. So did like at least 5 other children. So there was like 5 of us, I think, who all just were like, yeah, we're just gonna get in a big circle at lunch and say fucking cuss words. You down? And that shit was fun as fuck. Yeah, I used to do a bunch of weird shit when I was a kid. I was obsessed with Chowder for a little while. I don't know if you guys remember the show Chowder on Cartoon Network, but I was obsessed with Chowder as a kid for a little while, and so I would like role play as the characters from Chowder with my friends who were willing to role play, right? And if you think this is weird, right, then you just gotta, I was gonna say, you gotta shit down. You just gotta sit down and wait. And not only would we role play as these characters, but at one point, when we had access to a printer, one of our friends, I think we printed out pictures of the characters that we were, and then we either had them like literally on our our fucking bodies, like fucking badges. Or I can't remember. I vaguely remember eating them. I vaguely remember eating them. You know how weird that is? You know how weird and primal it is as a little child to be like, I am going to eat this icon of this person because it's like as if I am imbuing the power, or I am embodying the power of the, fucking whatever. That's so fucking weird, dude. Kids are so fucking weird. I was such a weird fucking kid, dude. But I'm still out there stunned with my ADHD fucking killing it. I don't give a fuck. Now I find myself ruled by social perception. Which is fucking stupid, bro. I don't even know why I'm like this. But why are any of us like this? Do you know? I don't. I don't presume to know anything. Especially not shit that I have no fucking clue about. You know what I do know, though? Is that no matter what, we kind of all have been through it. Like, no matter how much you want to front, like, we've all been weird or cringy or insert the blank. So I don't get the whole, trying to act like you never were, trying to act like you're better than someone. When, like, if you really, truly don't believe that we were all created equal, you're not just a bigot. You're a fucking dumbass. Like, what could possibly in this universe make you any more transcendent or any more important than any other human being on the planet Earth? And I promise you, any answer that you think that you give that is a good answer, is just you making an excuse for your ego. That's all you're doing. You're just letting your ego take the ride and be like, oh yeah, oh for sure. That's fucking gross, dude. Like, it's not that that's like lame or whatever, It's just fucking gross. It's like, I don't know. It's another form of sellout to me. And selling out is to just let go of your individuality, bro. And just say, nah, I'm worth less than that. I'm worth less than my individuality. I'm worth less than my being. That's what I mean by sellout. Not someone who fucking works for a brand or anything like that. It's someone who forfeits their individuality to just try to become like everyone else. Fuck that shit, dude. There's no prosperity in that whatsoever. Like, where is trust? Like honestly, where is the prosperity in that? Tell me. Where do you build up your? Where do you become a king of men, or where do you become a prince? Where are your hordes of love and affection? They're nowhere to be found. Because you're just fooling yourself. You're just, I don't know. It really bothers me that so many people just decide to like feed the ego and feed the self-serving idea of social perception, and that they lose themselves in the process of it. Some people are so lost that you look at them, you're like, were you ever even a person? I mean, that's how I feel when I look at my grandma. So consumed by consumerism and greed, and like, dude, do you even have a thought that's not about like how to get something from someone, or have a thought about like, oh, that person has something that's better than me? You ever just sit and think like, man, the world is so beautiful, and I'm like so lucky to be alive, and like even these like awful people who live here are a part of the beauty and the minutia. I don't know. I gotta put some fucking sand on these dudes. Let me know what y'all think. I've been kind of frustrated and disappointed with the people around me. Not like my friends. I don't mean that. Not the people around me as in like physically. I just mean like the OC county. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like I've been really disappointed in like the people of America, the people of California, and the people of the OC county. That's what I mean by the people around me. Because the world is a different story. I don't live in the world. I live in America. We don't act like we're a part of the world because, you know, we haven't acted like a part of the world in a long time. We act like we're better than that. We put ourselves in a different category. Which means I can't help but acknowledge it, even though I don't fucking agree with it. Because to not acknowledge it would be to pretend like you're fucking, you know, it would to be blind, to actively be blind. Fuck that. So I'm just pulling out some PVA glue attached sand. This is my classic. And you know what? I've bought in all kinds of sands. And I tell you what, there's one sand that attaches best to PVA glue. Better than any fucking sand. And it's free. It's fucking beach sand, dude. And I tell you this because beach sand has some quality about it that it just sticks to the glue. And I've tried aquarium sand, and I've tried silt, and I've tried stuff from the fucking, what's it called? From like the Home Depot and the Lowe's, and I'm telling you, sorry, I don't mean to flashbang you. I'm telling you, beach sand, that's where it's at. Beach sand is the best. It holds, there's something about the moisture of the sand, or like, I don't know what it is. I genuinely couldn't tell you. I wish I could though. There's something about it. It just works so much better. So kudos, shout out to Kate and Caleb who live by Huntington Beach. So I got some sand from them last time I was visiting, I think, or maybe the time before. I can't remember. I got a sizable chunk from them, so I have not needed it in a bit. So I need something that I can use to put the glue on. Alright, I've almost got all these fucking brushes out. There's just so many of them that are flipped upside down that I don't even know it's usable. I don't even know what they are, you know? Alright. Oh, fucking ass. I just put them all in backwards. I'm a dumbass. I'm the reason why this fucking world is caving in. Just kidding. Like I said, I'm not that egotistical. Just the reason why this house is falling apart. There you go. No, I try to pull my weight. It's just hard when there's like 5 of us living here. Sometimes more, depending on like who's in the house at what time. And then like maybe 2 people or 3 people at a time cleaning up for like all 5 people. And that's why it's so taxing on us. But it's fine. We can deal with it. Watching Breaking Bad recently, which has been nice, but it's been really fucking hard because the Super Mega podcast just loves to spoil it. So I've constantly been just like screaming and plugging my ears when they're talking about it because they'll just drop spoilers out of nowhere. I'm like, well, cool, that was awesome. I didn't even know that they were talking about Breaking Bad until they said what the spoiler was, and then they basically said that it was from Breaking Bad. I'm like, damn. I know that it's an old show, but shit, guys. There's still some people finishing it. Like, I'm literally watching it for the first time ever, and I know that's my fault because I should have watched it sooner. But I've also done a pretty good job of avoiding the spoilers because people usually like will tell you before there's a spoiler coming. But they have not been good about it recent. Alright. Oh man, I put my fucking thing in the glue. It just looks really clean with the dirt in between it. I'm very happy with that. Let's do the same thing again. Just do it fucking 50 times, basically. Where am I? Oh, it's turned off. The screen's over there, but it's turned off right now. So I can go grab it in a sec. But yeah, I don't want to air any of my personal grievances on this channel, but I will say that living in OC has been really frustrating recently because there's a lot of like Trump supporters who wave like their flags out on the corners where like a lot of restaurants are, and then they'll have like shit like, oh, fucking uh, impeach impeach Joe Biden or whatever and shit like that. And I'm like, damn. I I I also am feeling the fuck Biden trend right now, just because he's not giving us the stimulus that he said that he was going to give us. But what you guys are talking about is just like fear mongering and shit. Like, at least like he's repealed the trans ban and shit. Like, he's started working in the right direction. So it's scary to think that people like are not accepting any of it. They're like, nope, nuh-uh, we're not even gonna let you do anything. We're just gonna keep fucking pulling for Trump. Like the whole like, I don't know if you guys heard about the office that he opened. It's called like the office of the former president, but it's basically his way of saying like, yeah, you may have said that I'm not president anymore, but I'm still gonna be president by like becoming like a pseudo authority essentially, which is fucked and could have some disastrous consequences if if not or if left unchecked. But I digress. I'm just scared for my own personal. Like, I'm just being selfish if I'm being honest, because I'm scared as a trans woman. Ugh. All right. Got the sand evenly spread. Okay. There's just a little bit too much sand on that one, so I tried to pull off as much as I could. Alright. Before I start basing another one, I'm gonna pull up my fucking list of shit I want to talk about. I mean, I could just keep talking about Trump, bro. Because, low-key, I don't know if you guys heard about his new lawyer, but he's the guy who met with Jeffrey Epstein right before he died. And I think he said basically like that he wanted to represent him when his Epstein's original lawyer was, I want to say his name is Anthony. His name is like Anthony Weinstein or Anthony Goldenbach. I can't remember what his name is, but he was basically the lawyer for not just Jeffrey Epstein, but also for O.J. Simpson, if you're familiar with that case. So he was also accused by multiple people of like partaking in the Lolita Express, which is Jeffrey Epstein's private plane, which people thought would the people being flown in and out of the islands on that private plane had connections to the perverted things that were going on the islands. So a lot of the people who have been on flights with the Lolita have basically been accused of like basically being friends with Jeffrey, therefore being a pedophile as well, which I don't agree with, because I'm sure that like some people just happen to be on flights and like they work with people, so of course they're like literally stuck with those people that they work with, and if those people that they work with are going there, like they can't not go there. But a lot of the people who were friends with Jeffrey or just like had connection with Jeffrey in any way definitely had culpability. A lot of shit that people can't deny happening at the island, which means like anyone could have stepped up and been like, hey, this is like not okay. Which it didn't ever seem like anyone did. I'm not gonna lie, everyone who ever said anything, like I've watched a lot of fucking videos. So please send me videos if there are videos of people who have stepped up. But all the people who have talked about the Jeffrey Epstein stuff now, who's in the documentaries and shit, basically all said that for a long time they worked for Jeffrey, and they basically didn't give a shit about what happened on the islands, and that the pay was just too good, and they had just too much going on in their lives to pay attention to anything other than themselves, which I get, and I understand where you're coming from. But hear me out. Is your life so fucking important that you could see possible abuse of children happening around you, and then go home to your daughters and not think, I should probably do something about this before my own daughters become victims of abuse? Like, how does it not even compute to you that that should be a problem? Let alone just being socially enraged like I am and demanding justice. Like, because I think everyone should be enraged by the idea that people can just abuse the system and get away with it. I think everyone should be fucking furious like I am, and they should fucking at least, like, be more vocal about how serious they am. I'm not asking you to go fucking go right to your congressman or anything, but I'm asking you to just be a little bit more vocal about how you feel. And of course, I have a personal stake in the whole child abuse situation, but shit, like, who doesn't at this point? At this point, who hasn't had some family member or some close friend or even closer relationship to you, or maybe personally, who hasn't been abused? And it's become a fundamental part of American society to just like become abused and have to deal with it later on in life. In reality, we should just never have been abused in the first place, or we should have never been neglected in the first place. You know, we shouldn't be fixing problems in our 20s that we developed in our childhood because they should have never even happened in our childhood. You know, and I think that's the major problem, low key. I think that the problem is that people focus too hard on trying to fix their generation, and you don't realize that the problem with generations is what happens to them when they're growing up. And if we want to fix the generations and we want them to like in turn help us, we have to start young and we have to look to like not just like the kids who are like already in the system, but the kids who are, you know, about to be in shit like that, and really start thinking about like how do we improve the school systems and how do we like actually make sure that they have budgets and that they're making technology that we're using, like the technology that's in our pockets should be just as good, if not better, than the technology that we're using for school, just as a principle. Because if it can fit in our pocket, that's become our expectation of it. Whereas in school, we have like all of this technology that's like so outdated that it literally fucking bores the students to use, and that like they could get more entertainment and learning access to from like, you know, a YouTube channel than from like some of the technology that they've been trying to push lately. And instead of just trying to teach kids like we were taught, we should just try to adapt to the way that child minds are being raised through technology. Which I get, like we're starting to do. There's a lot of people who do that. And I know I'm just like making a broad, I'm casting a huge net right now. I'm not really looking to the people who are actually doing anything about it. I should be, you know, but this is just kind of what happens sometimes in these situations. But yeah, I'm just kind of disappointed in our country in general. I think our education system needs some work. I think it needs to be the focus of like our government, other than, you know, um, making sure that people have like health care. Okay, here's what should be the focus of our government, bro. Like the main, like the important thing that we should always be doing, our government, is like making sure that people have the necessities, so food, water, and shelter. And then that's fucking it. Like, as long as you've fulfilled those three things, you've probably done more than most governments ever have. Um, and then you could start focusing on, like, okay, now we need to focus on our education. Now we need to focus on systemic racism. Now we need to focus on this. Now we focus on that. But problem is, you know, we're kind of a country focused on just like ignoring what's wrong, and then later, when it's no longer a problem, admitting that it was a problem, which is kind of an adolescent thing to do. It's very like not childish, but it's very like pre-teeny or like teenagery. And I find a lot of 20-year-olds that I know act like this still, because they still haven't stopped being a child. Really, they still act like a child, so they still like think like this. And that's fine, because they'll eventually grow out of it, but I just find to, like, engage less and less with those kind of people, or try to distance myself more and more from those kind of people. Because in reality, they are damaging you. Like, I'm not saying don't hang out with people who aren't good for you, because I do that all the time. Because I feel like you should always know how everyone lives. Like, if you really want to call yourself well-informed, you should also, like, partake in you know, the other side of the pasture, if you will. But what I'm saying is that you shouldn't surround yourself with people who are bad for you in the hopes that you will be what is good for them, because they will drag you down. And I'm just saying that from experience. Because you can't fix someone. You can only do everything you can for them and then give them you can only do everything you can to give them the tools to fix themselves and then hope that they do. And literally anything. So I see a lot of 20-year-olds or people my age who literally act like fucking 16-year-olds, and like the bitchy 16-year-olds that I went to high school with who would like say fuck you to their moms and just like slam the door and shit and just like call them crazy bitches and shit like that. Oh fuck, I don't have a trash can under here. I've been throwing stuff on the floor. I forgot I moved the trash can. Hold up, let me go put this in the trash. There's just nothing you can do about that because it's something that they're going to have to fix at the end of the day. But it can stunt your growth, I've found. And it can bring you down personally, mentally. Like I found being in this, being in the same room with those kind of people for extended periods of time can really bring down my energy and really make me really depressed. So I'm like, God damn. I really don't like being alive. And really, it's just I don't like the situation that I'm in. But I take it personally because I have a weird mental. So if you're like me, just don't even hang out with those people. Just fucking avoid them like the plague. But I have a ton of anxiety. I used to be really anxious, like, about that shit in high school. Like, super anxious about that shit in high school. And, I don't know. I had really bad anxieties, like shit that would make me go like leave class and like walk around for a little while because I couldn't focus, and I don't know. I was always doing shit like that. Alright. I need just a little bit. I need this toothpick back. Alright. Let's zoom in for this, shall we? This is going to be some more detailed work. Excuse me. Sorry I've been dropping such like heavy shit on you guys all stream. I'm trying to think of some lighter topics. But I don't know. My anxiety was a lot worse in high school because there was less you can do about it. You know, like you can't just like, I mean, you kind of can, but you can't just like get up and leave in high school. You can ask to go to the bathroom, which I did all the time, and you'll get denied if you ask too often, which is fucking bullshit. Because it's literally like, what if I have IBS? Like, I get that, like, this is the second stream in a row I've talked about IBS. I'm just very sensitive to the topic of IBS, guys. That's just it. No, like, what if I have, like, fucking problems with my body and shit, and, like, I can't control how often I'm going to the bathroom. You know? And then they pull, like, some bullshit on me, like, some power mongering, like, no, you can't use the bathroom. You've been using the bathroom too much lately. Fuck you, bro. But I would just take bathroom breaks so I could leave and go walk around campus and not think about the fucking annoying ass bullshit. But I would just get such bad anxiety that like I feel like I can't be in my chair anymore. That I need to like get up and go move around. But I hated feeling like that. I still hate feeling like that. But in college, it's a lot easier to manage because you can, you know, just fucking get up. You can just leave. Like you can just leave a class if you don't feel like being there. Whereas, you know, places like high school, you can't just get up and leave. You get in so much fucking trouble for that, dude. Can't even imagine. Right now I'm just laying in pieces of rubble. Alright. And then I need... Where's that tubing? There it is. Alright. Very simplistic designs is what we're going for these bases. We don't want to take up too much of the space of the models, but we don't want to distract too much at the same time. Tube in there. What else do I want to talk about? Not much else, if I'm being honest. I'm starting to wind down. I might finish the stream off with these bases, and then call it a night. I'm thinking. Oh man. So shaky. Some days it's better, some days it's worse. And if you know what I mean, then, well, I'm sorry. Because you feel the pain too. Aw, shit. Alright. Get a little bit of glue on this biatch. I do need to actually finish off the stream with a mystery model, because I haven't done that in a really long time, and it's bothered me that I haven't been doing my signature thing. But we're not quite there yet, so when we get there, we'll do that. Let's see what else we got. This guy. Yes, okay, so we can do for this guy. Alright. Just put my thumb right on some glue, but it's okay. I'll be chilling. How y'all doing in the chat, by the way? I'd love to hear from you guys. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a minute. How you guys doing tonight? There. Alright. So I'm thinking like... Yo, Emmett, you still there? Alright. That one's looking pretty good. And then I think we're going to just do a little bit of tubing on this side. Alright. The last one. Finished. Now, while they dry, we get to have the fun of putting some motherfucking wash on these bitches. And we're going to call it a day, because that's all we can do. Well, I guess we could attach them, but they're still going to be a little bit wet, so we don't really want to do that. Alright. And I did that again, where I threw something into the area that is the trash. That is not the trash. Oh, hey, I almost did that live. Let's go. That would have been really bad for me. All right. Yeah. If you like the stream so far, think about subscribing. I always love, or not think about subscribing, think about following, because I go live, but I do it sporadically. And I do post on my Instagram, which I have linked below, so you could follow that if you want, but for the most part, I kind of just go live whenever I feel like it. So if you want to stay informed with when I'm going up, just try to hit the follow button. if you like what I do here and you want to give me some some support, go ahead and follow my Instagram below, or go ahead and hit me with a subscription. That would mean a lot to me. But other than that, it's been really nice, the stream so far. Been having a hella chill time, and I'm probably going to get off in a little bit, play some video games. If you guys want to be part of my Discord, I also have one of those as well, which I use for just kind of like talking and getting to know people. I'll do like fucking interviews over Discord as well. So if y'all are interested in that, go check those out. But yeah. And if you want me to build anything specific for you, I do commissions. I also do basing commissions and all kinds of stuff. So I'll do things where like I'll order it and then send it to you. Aw. Where like I order things and build it and then send it to you. I also do giveaways on the channel every so often. So I have some models that I'll be giving away, and that'll be very, very fun. But that's not until a little bit later in the month of February, so I might have to wait a little bit on that one. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing with this wash right here, other than changing the color of the dirt, because that's not going to matter. We're going to spray paint all of these later. What this does actually is it seals everything together with a PVA wash. So not only does it pull all the color together, but it also does a... Well, all the bristles just stuck together. I must have accidentally put it in glue. In like spicy glue, not just any kind of glue. You know what I mean? Hot glue. No, just kidding. Super glue. Super glue will sometimes stick the bristles together. And I do use it on my models. That's why I use shitty dollar store brushes, not any like actually good model brushes for this kind of work. Oh yeah, it definitely came from that piece. I could feel how loose the glue was on that piece. It's because we just did this one. We just put it down. Alright. The last one, people. And I think we could attach them to the bases. It's not that wet. I left the plastic pretty dry, so it doesn't matter. We're just going to spray paint over it anyway. But if we're going to do it now, we got to hurry, because once the wash starts to dry, the sand starts to harden in place. So we should start with the people that actually dig into the sand first, which are these guys. So we're just going to put a little bit of, already put a little bit of glue on that foot. Put plastic glue on the foot the plastic's going into, putting a little bit of super glue on the foot that's going into the dirt. And then heyo. Hey, Rage. I was just thinking about you. I got you a present, actually. But I haven't seen you since. So I haven't been able to tell you about it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I accidentally got a little bit of super glue in the folds of my skin. You know what that means. There we go. Check it out. Oh wait, where'd I put it? I moved it. Give me 1 sec. Check it out. Wait, which box did I put them in? Oh, they're right here. Never mind. Ta-da! Oh, wait. Ta-da! I bought Tyranids for you, because I know you wanted to see me stream Tyranids. So I bought these Hormigaunt Brood, right? And then whichever day you want me, or you're available to stream, I'll stream, or whichever day you're available to watch, I'll stream this box. And then when it's all built, I'll sanitize it and I'll ship it to you if you're down. And don't worry about the cost or anything. I'll just give it to you because I'm sure it'll be good infantry for you. Or will it help? If it won't help, if you don't want it, then don't worry about it. But if you want it, I'll send it to you. And you don't have to worry about the costs. I'll pay for shipping. 1, 2, it's landed basically there. But I haven't seen you since, so I finally get to tell you. I'm pretty hyped about that. And then let's get doing... What's the other one? Let's do the green guy next, because I don't want to... I don't want to actually mess up and do the guys we don't have digging in first. Because these guys are going to be really hard to get just right. But yeah, you just tell me when you want me to build them, and I'll make that stream dedicated to you, and then I'll just fucking send them to you if you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't need them. I got them just to stream for you, so... these are the Sanguine Guard for Blood Angels. And then where's the... Alright. Yeah, these are, when do your streams normally start? Because I kind of randomly find you on and watch you. Yeah, I kind of just randomly go whenever I'm available to. I live in California, so I usually start somewhere after 4 or 5, and then I'll usually go until like around like midnight, but that's like Pacific time. So I don't know what that translates to for you. I don't know where you are. I think you said you're Nevada. I can't remember. If I'm being honest, this isn't the build I wanted to work on. I want to work on this one. Nebraska, so you're on Central Time. Gotcha. So what time is it for you right now? Because I can't do the math. I'm fucking stupid as hell. Alright. Got that one done. So the last staging. To be honest, you're kind of freezing on my end. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what's up, but I'm about to end the stream soon anyway, so I'm not fucking stressing about it, if I'm being real. I've been going for a while anyway. The hell? Damn it. This is the kind that I usually lean up against something, but I don't have anything to lean it up against right now. Maybe the glass. The glass actually helps. It's not like pronounced enough though. Fuck. Alright, that works. Alright, I'm not gonna pick that guy up and show him to you because I'm afraid of him falling over. But I'll show you the rest of the dudes. Check these guys out. Let me do this. This is the way to go, right? And then just showing off the model sculpts for anyone showing up late. What time is it for me? It's 9:30 right now. No! I knew he was gonna fall off. Scary, replated him. Alright. So that's all those guys. That's not bad. So I just gotta plan my streams like what? What time would you want them to be? Because I could plan for my stream ahead of time. So you just tell me like what time you'd want it to be, like what day, and I'll fucking do it. Shit, I should use something sharp. Fuck it. Alright, just so you guys know, let me grab the list. It's behind the TV. Just so you guys know, we've been opening the Space Marine Heroes for a little while now. We are focused on... Here, let me zoom in so it just picks up this guy. We are trying to pull the Brother Captain Thesaurus. But these are who we've pulled so far. So, the way that it works is if we pull someone new, we build him. If we pull a repeat, then we just save him, because then we can use him for like a... kit bash or something later. So I put him in my bin full of like extra bits, and we save all of his bits for Space Marines down the line. So what we're looking for really is Brother Captain Thesaurus. But if we get Brother Titus, Brother Remus, or Brother Prothemor, then I mean that'd be pretty cool, because then we'd actually be able to build them. But if it's a repeat, then we just move on. So, drum roll, please. That's the instructions. Oh, we got Brother Titus. This is at least a new guy. It's pretty sick. I'm hyped about that. I like Brother Titus. He's cool. He's a cool build. So we're going to get to build this guy, which I'm hyped about, because we haven't built someone in like a minute. Ooh, that's... Oh, that smells good. Well, now I can cross him off the list. That's kind of cool. I'm bummed we didn't get Brother Captain, but we'll get him eventually. We still haven't gotten the other guy I really want to get, which is Remus. He's one of the two that we still haven't gotten. And then we have Brother Prothemor, which is kind of just a basic build. I'm not really gunning for him in any way, shape, or form. But we get to build someone, which is very exciting. So, let's just break into these, shall we? Check out that base. It's got a little clip on the ground. I love it. There's even bullet holes in the ground. That's so sick. This is why I saved these, because to kit bash these later are just really, really nice. Brother Titus is in. What if I told you that was a magazine? What did I call it? What did I call it? Did I call it something wrong? I meant to call it a magazine. Didn't I call it like a... What did I call it? A clip. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was my B. I thought they're the same thing. I'm sorry. I know you're probably upset at me about that now. Could you tell me what the difference is? Because I'm dumb. I genuinely don't know what the difference is. No, I don't mind. Dude, I don't mind. You can correct me. I just don't know what it is. Oh, he's holding a magazine in his hand, too. Oh! 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 I get it now. Dude, check this out. So in his gun, he has no magazine. In his hand, he's about to load one. But then that's the one he just dropped on the floor because he's a freaking litter bug. Bitch. We don't litter on this channel, bro. Alright, we got all the pieces back. But yeah, is the clip just for pistols? Also, we're gonna do something that I haven't done yet on the stream. I'm gonna clean one using just entirely files. Clip is a strip of metal to hold a series of bullets, but a clip doesn't go into the gun. A magazine holds bullets and also goes into the gun. So on a pistol, that's not a clip either. That's a magazine. Like on a pistol, like the pistols where like it loads into the handle. So what I normally see on log, still a magazine. Gotcha. Oh, this is so hard. Fuck that. I don't want to sit here and waste my time with those. I'm good with my mod line remover. I'm fucking. Also, it's a mold line remover, but I call it a mod line remover because a mod line or modeling is one thing, which is funny enough as it is. If you want to just like use it as a double entendre, but a Madeline is something that that John eats, so I just call it a Madeline remover. That's still a box or a bag magazine, so yes, still a magazine. What's the difference between a box or a bag mag? Is it like shaped like a is this a box or a bag? Like what's the difference? I'm just wondering. I've never looked into guns and shit. Would it be called a clip without the box? Box. That's a box. Okay. So that's a box. Yeah, would it be called a clip without the box? Or is it just a bag? Or what's a bag look like? Without the box, it would be a belt. Oh, like a bandolier, right? Is that a belt? Is a bandolier a belt? We're just busting down on this guy. I'm sorry, I just don't know anything about guns. I'm not trying to like ask you a billion fucking questions. I just literally don't know anything about guns, and I'm genuinely asking. Oh, cool, awesome. Yo, thanks for the follow. Yo, you're the first person to give me damage. You're literally the first person to give me damage in the boss battle. The first punch has been thrown. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, so... Oh, my grandpa's got a bunch of guns, but we don't really talk to him that often. First blood. Dang. So what's a clip then? Like, what would a clip go into? Oh, sorry. Haha. You're cute, thank you. Don't worry about it, though. Think KR98. What's that? Hold up. Let me pull up a picture of it. M1 Garand. That sounds familiar. That sounds like something John said before. A Mosin. That sounds familiar. I'm going to look up an M1 Garand, because I think that's something I've heard of before. The service gun, a clip. Oh, that's what a clip looks like. It does look kind of like a box. Oh, that's... Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That's what a clip looks like. So it's more of like a... Is that a bolt action? Carbine? I don't know the word for these. Is that a bolt action carbine? Is that the word for it? I don't know what the fucking terms are. That's the kind where you go like, and then it's like, right? Because it like flings out. And in M1 Garand is a semi-automatic. No, the unfollow follow tactic doesn't work. I'm sorry about that, my guy. It doesn't work. Yeah, that tactic never works. The way that you can kill me as a boss and you can draw more blood from me is by donating bits. I don't think Cheers want a guardsman meme to read to you. Sure, I always love memes from you. If you want to know why I put the link, sorry, I should have asked first. Oh, you're good. Yeah, I don't have links enabled for my channel just because I'm trans. So I'm expecting some fucking transphobes to come attack me at some point or just be like upset at my general existence because you'd be surprised. It's happened, you know, a surprising amount. But I just don't have links enabled. But feel free to send me links to my like whisper me links if you feel like it. I don't fucking care. Just send me the fuck. I don't give a fuck. This guy's like a little bullet hanging off of his arm. This guy's really into guns. How do you pronounce your name? Ilka? Ilka? How do you pronounce your name, Ilka? So I'm gonna name this guy after you. This guy's really into guns. Yeah, Super Slayer's my mod, so you can whisper him to him as well. I have not built all three. I've only built the one, right, that I gave you? Or did I give you two already? I think I only gave you one. Ilcarnish. Ilcarnish. Alright, this guy's name is Ilcarnish now. That's a cool fucking name, dude. Kudos. So Titus, Brother Titus's full name is Brother Titus Ilcarnish. Hey, normally you have to pay for... no, I'm kidding. Normally, I have a thing where you can name the characters of the people I'm working on, shit like that. Which I've had Emmett name... Or no, I've had John name characters... Or not John. I've had Blake name characters for, like, Emmett and John that were, like, insanely bad. They're, like, Butthole McStink Butt. I don't know, fucking just shitty McAsspants. I think Emmett's done some really fucking awful ones. Just some atrocious names. Names you would not want to actually have to say on the battlefield ever. But this guy's name, Brother Titus Ilcarnish, shall be a known gun nut for the Imperium, or for the Space Marines. I should have all my stands are being used. I need more stands, y'all. Please, I don't like to be like, ugh, give me donations. So just fucking give me stands. Just get me more of these fucking stands, and I'll give you all kisses on your butthole and your taint, your tender taint and butthole. Thank you so much. I don't care if they're old stands, new stands. I don't care if they're covered in paint. I don't care if they're shit. Because I'm fucking using fucking pill bottles full of sand and rocks. You know? Because I got too many projects that I'm working on. I got too many dudes, so I can't hold them all on the stands at once. But, yeah. Oh, I didn't finish this guy. I forgot to finish this guy. I can't show him off yet. Jesus. You can tell I'm getting close to ending the stream, so I'm all over the place. And you know what? Fuck it. We'll take off... Sorry, Octavian, whatever the fuck your name was. Many heretics purged by his bolter. Yes. I drill all those later. I've done a good job, I think, of drilling the other ones in the past. If you want to see some of my drilled ones, I can show them off. But this is Brother Titus Ilcarnish. Steaky McStank was his name. Yes, I've heard the legend of Shitty McAsspants. Yes, sit down, my child, and listen to the tale of Shitty McAsspants. Never was such a Shitty McAsspants such as he, whose pants had shitty much to prithee thee. I don't know. I can't fucking rhyme right now. My brain's like dumb. You can even see it won't let me zoom in on his Stormbolter. Is that really all it takes? Is just scooting everything out of the fucking way? No, Emmett, I already said that I only built I only built one of your boxes so far. And I gave it to you already, right? So you should only have one, and if you have two, then I've already built two of your boxes. But I think I've only built one. So that's a drilled storm bolter right there. Let's see the holes. See the holes right there. Don't look at my dirty fingernail, please. Don't look at my dirty fingernail, I'm sorry. Meme. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you give. Okay, this is my rifle. This is my gun. Gotcha. That fucking bro. That made me hurt. That made me fucking hurt inside. Reading that meme. That one made me fucking just like my whole body's like inside of my body just like crunched up. That's how I felt after reading that one. It's like Warhammer, but for iFunny. Fucking old school meme right there. I don't know. I like that film a lot. That's the only reason why or not that film. I like. I know that's a common phrase, but I really like Full Metal Jacket, which is that song is in that film. A lot of people think that's a reference to that, which I often use it as a reference to that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream today. I'm not gonna clean up my desk because I got more shit to do today. Have I ever heard the tale of Magnus not doing anything wrong? No, but why don't you tell it to his face? No, go ahead, tell it to his fucking face. Oh yeah, you didn't think he would hear you talking shit, huh? No, he heard. He fucking heard. Go ahead. Tell it to his face. Hmm? That's what I fucking thought. That's what I fucking thought. Yeah. Heretic. On your freaking hands and knees. If you were a real Imperium soldier, you would bow beneath the fucking the pussy whipped weight of the chaos. You would stand up with your brothers and sisters. Well, not really. The sisters are doing their own thing, but you know what I mean. Stand up with your fucking brothers and fight for the Imperium, my guy. And if you're not, then you're just well, you're just gonna get fucking assimilated. I decided that I am gonna do a little bit of cleaning, but I'll do it on this screen instead. Call me a heretic all you want. Probably back Taurus. Damn heretic. Hey, I'm the fucking Thousand Suns fan here, so I'm glad that I could escape all of the grief in this fight. I'll eat your ass. You're xenophobic. I'm not xenophobic. I'm a fucking xeno myself, my guy. I'm just a jack of all trades. I started off as Tau, and then I moved into Craft Worlds, and then I moved into Eldari, and then I moved into fucking Tzeentch, and now I'm into fucking Thousand Suns, and that's just the way it is. The swarm is coming. Give me 23 cents first. Yeah, I don't have that. Sorry. I'm not going to be able to give you anything. Magnus did something wrong. It's like how you can prove in history. It's like, hey, it's not that the person lived or not. They definitely lived and were alive. It's just what they did. Did they do something wrong? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? It's a mystery. Alright, so that's going to be it for the stream today. Thank you for joining. That's the cleaning that we're going to do because I just wanted to get rid of the shavings. We're going to do more work, or I'm going to do more work later today. So, I'm not really going to get rid of the fucking, I'm not going to get rid of all the dirt that I could very well accumulate more of in quite a bit. Magnus did something stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you later. I'm gonna fucking dip out, go. Am I still into Tau? Yeah, I love Tau. I see myself buying more boxes. I just want to order them because I don't want to buy any of the basic shit. Like, I really want the Pathfinder Tetras, and I want um, I want some more stuff that's only available through Forge World, and I want the sniper troops, and a bunch of other stuff that you can kind of only get by buying it online. And I don't really like buying stuff online. I like ordering stuff and then, or not ordering stuff. I like buying stuff in the store because it feels better to come home with it. But I have so much shit at this point that I don't see myself buying anything anytime soon. Yeah, thank you for figuring it. Let me know when you figure out a time. You can feel free to hit me up on Instagram or whatever, or whisper me the time on here. I don't mind whatever you end up choosing to go with. But yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for joining into the stream today, Emmett. Sounds good. I'll see you soon. Thank you. They'll look even better when they're sprayed. But that's not going to happen tonight because it's too cold. So probably tomorrow. I'll have more figures for you. More sprayed models. But I'm actually going to go bust down some video games, Emmett, if you're down to play. I'm going to go check the downstairs real fast, see if it's open. If it is, I'm going to go play downstairs. But if it's not, then I'll play upstairs. Just don't give a shit. I should rather pick the road less filled with annoying people. Not that people are annoying. Oh yeah, that's it. It's not that the people are specific. The people themselves are specifically annoying. It's just that people are annoying. And sometimes when I'm like trying to focus on video games, I just want to focus on video games. What's B4? What's BF4? Is that Battlefield 4? Maybe I'd have to like. You guys would have to really fucking carry me though. Maybe for the King. I'd be down to try out for the King if you want to try that out. Because I feel like that'd be easier to start up than Battlefield 4 right now. I have more energy or willpower for that. Not willpower, like mental power. I feel like I should get food soon though. I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours. I've only been streaming for 3.5 hours. That's not that bad. Yeah, when would you want to play, Emmett? Because I feel like I should eat at some point. But I could go out and grab food really fast. It's only 9:48, so pretty much everything's still open. I could go grab McDonald's really fast. Or I could do that in like an hour if you want to play for a little bit and then take a break and then play a little bit more after. Or if you're like, nah, it'd behoove me to just like start playing now and then end sooner. Or it'd behoove me to like start playing later and then end later. Whichever one would work best for you, I guess. You tell me. Oh, the song's playing again. That means we went through the entire synthwave playlist. Alright, y'all. Yeah, I'm down to play now. Let me just grab my shit and take it downstairs. Or if downstairs isn't looking clean, then I will bring it back upstairs and set up here. I might get a little hungry and cancel sooner than later and go get food. You cool with that?
Yo, Emmett, if you're still here, I'm gonna go grab food real fast because they're finishing up an episode downstairs, and then I'm gonna go online and play for a little bit with you if you don't mind. I mean, if you're not free anymore, I could just play by myself something else, but I'd really love to play video games with you, even if we're just like chilling on the chat together. So I really miss hanging out with you, and I like really wanted to hang out with you guys today, and I understand that like shit happens and you have to like take rain checks, but I would love to still hang out with you today, even if it's just like over fucking Xbox face chat. So just let me know.